for that little child with no father, for that man that doesn't have a place to stay, and for that little boy living with AIDS.
Can I tell you a story, tell you a story?
You can lean on me.
There's a man, standing on the corner. He has no home, he has no food, and his blue skies are gone. Yes, it is. Can you hear him crying now?
There's a girl searching for a father and a friend, praying that the storm someday will end. But instead of walking away, open up your heart and say,
Do you know that 1 in 3 teens in the United States is estimated to get pregnant at least once before the age of 20? While this is better than a decade ago, the number was 4 out of 10 girls is still too high. Pregnancy has very important consequences for teen girls and teen boys and their children. During this segment, we're going to further elaborate on the topic of teenage pregnancy by getting opinions, insights from 4 people who have already dealt with this issue and who are experiencing this issue right now. These 4 people are completely different age groups, so their respective answers and opinions can be valued by everyone.
I want to talk to you today and just get your insight on what you think of a program like this. Okay, I think that programs like this are needed. They've been needed for a long, long time. When I had my daughter in '95, we had a program that was set up through Arlington County attached to the schools where we went to do our schooling.
How old were you when you had that?
17.
I should say Brianna. Okay. Brianna, 20, and your baby. Oh, and my baby's 5 months. I mean 6 months.
16. So you were in what grade? The 10th grade. So at 16, when you're pregnant, if someone would come to you and say, I have this program.
Nearly 1 million teen girls give birth every year. For some, a pregnancy comes as an unwelcome surprise. Others may attempt to become pregnant believing that a baby will love them unconditionally. Whatever the case may be, regardless of how you may feel as a parent, when your teen breaks the news, the teen needs your support, your prayers, your love through her pregnancy.
By the time I was her age, I was working on child number 3. So that's why, for I know what she's going through, even with the dad's not being there.
When I get like a little bit of money, like people give me money, like my friends and stuff, but they're not gonna be around all.
Right. Y'all hungry? Okay, I'll be back. I would make a phone call and I would be like, I'll be back. And so I had guy friends because women, we do, little girls do. Like you hear Cat Williams say, women are sitting on a gold mine. You could use what you got. And I did that. And so it was like, I don't knock anybody for anything they do. The process you walking down the street, because I don't know if she got kids at home to feed or a man who's at home beating her or whatever the situation may be. You just never know.
Some parents feel a sense of guilt, thinking that if they have done more to protect their child, this wouldn't have happened. Some parents are embarrassed by their teen pregnancy and worried about how family and friends and neighbors will react, leaving more teens homeless and outcasts with nowhere to go.
Had Micaiah in '95. Her father was locked up in and out of jail for forever. That whole period of time.
So his father was really young, so I asked, but then I really not. Yeah, her father is that stopgap. Her father, I have to threaten with child support. See, I never, she said, you ain't been on child support now. I'm not gonna say I'm not, but then at the same time, that will be a little help.
Teen pregnancy also could be hard on the teen father. The pregnancy could strain the relationship with the girlfriend and with the parents. Teen fathers do not go far in school and tend to make less money when they get into the job market than teens who do not father children. Even though they are young, they have to face up to the adult responsibilities like supporting the mother emotionally, financially during her pregnancy and helping to raise a child.
I went to high school. I was an AB student. I got my scholarship to GW in 10th grade. Got pregnant, and at the end of the 11th grade, had my daughter in the 12th grade. Ended up not going to school because I couldn't take my child to stay on campus. My mom was like, you can sign her over to me, but she wasn't exactly who I wanted my child to be with. So I just said, forget it. And then I got pregnant again and had another one at 20, and then I had another one at 23. School never happened until I was probably 25 or 26. Right now, I'm fortunate enough to have a position in a job where I make pretty good money, but it's only because I'm there and I caught a situation. I was able to get a job, and it was just a situation I just got into. If I leave that job today without going into the same field, I'm not going to be able to make the same amount of money. I know this because I wasn't able to go to school.
You graduated high school, but you said you wanted to be out of here.
I want to go to ITC Temple for forensic science.
When I was with him, he was abusive. He was physically abusive. He was verbally abusive. But to me, that wasn't abusive because back then, and now still, young girls who are getting hit by men don't think it's abuse. They think it's cute. And I didn't tell anyone, so I didn't necessarily think it was cute, but I thought that he loved me the best way that he could, which was true. But that doesn't mean he's for me and I deserve it. I think that everybody loves everybody to the best of their ability, but they were taught growing up. But that doesn't mean that you deserve me.
The children of teenage mothers tend to have lower birth weight and are more likely to perform poorly in school and are at greater risk for abuse and neglect. The sons of these teenage mothers are 13% more likely to end up in prison, while teenage daughters are 22% more likely to become teen mothers themselves.
Whatever they can get right now will be helpful, and especially if you're going to catch them while they're pregnant. Because another thing that people don't know is that the ones that are teenage mothers, it happens again and again and again. And whether you have that child or you end up in the abortion clinic on the table, it still happens again and again. So it's either money out of your pocket and a lifetime full of, sadness because you aborted a child, or you have a child in your home, and it happens over and over. So if you can catch someone while they're pregnant, that might be so that you can build a self-esteem in them and give them the knowledge that they need to know how to take care of themselves and how to prevent things like this from happening over and over again, and just putting themselves in a situation where they're 30 years old with no schooling and 5 kids.
Don't stop. Okay, you had your one, but you don't let that be where you stop and say, oh, my life is over, because it's not. And you don't let anybody badmouth you or make you have your head down because you're pregnant.
I was real sassy. I was grown on my mouth, but it was because I've been through so much. And so I have to remind myself not to judge people. Don't judge this 15-year-old because she giving you a whole bunch of sex. You don't know what she's going through. You just don't know what she's going through. You have no idea what she's going through. And a lot of people judge me growing up because they thought I was too grown, or I was too sassy.
Most people say teens should remain abstinent, but should have access to contraceptions. 94% of adults in the United States and 91% of teenagers think it is important that school-aged children and teenagers be given a strong message from society that they should abstain from sex until they are out of high school. 78% of adults also think that sexually active teenagers should have access to contraceptions to prevent teen pregnancy. Once a girl is pregnant, there's no easy choice. The choice is totally up to the pregnant teen to abort the pregnancy or keep it. The very best thing is to help the teen avoid getting pregnant. The forming of this unity allows us to lean on God for support, giving us passion, patience, and strength to reach out to pregnant teens and their babies as they lean on us to build bridges to success.